Perfect Turd Podcast, episode 22. I got the episode numbers right this time.
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing good, Joe.
We are doing good. And today we have our first special guest on the podcast.
Yay!
Katrina.
Hey.
She is a pro cosplayer, a marketing expert, a fitness guru, and many other things. And
all the stuff and things.
And she came to us with a movie. So since she thought of it, she's on the show to break it down with us because it's an interesting movie.
It down. If you want to call it a movie, I call it a series of memes put together in an awesome soup. It's just like
yes,
all the spices and.
Krrish, for everyone that's wondering, is the name of the movie. Bollywood Superman. Let's run it down real quick. If we can condense a 3-hour movie into like a 5-minute rundown. Is that possible?
Who wants to start?
It's basically his origin story.
Yeah.
It's just take every OP superpower and put it together in one person. Because, it's Bollywood and we don't have superheroes yet. So we're just going to do this.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, it's basically starting out with him as a little boy.
Yeah.
Raised by his grandma. And he's
Hottest
just
grandma
super smart.
Ever, by the way.
Okay, we got to talk about that. Because at first when I saw that and I was like, grandma?
Yeah.
Right. So they do this thing in this movie too that I noticed. I think they know, they're like, okay, we know we don't have a plot here, so let's just cast ridiculously attractive people so it literally distracts you from this entire movie. Because the whole time I'm like, what do they have in India that we don't have here? Because even like all the extras, even the people who are not like playing old people, who are like, just older people, everybody's just like next level attractive, and they're always like panning on the main girl's face because she's so attractive too. Right? And if you notice too, there's some anime things going on with her too, with the camera work.
Oh boy, I've never seen on every single character where the wind is blowing.
Yeah.
Every single time. It's just like, the wind
if I was in Krrish, I would just be talking to you normally, then my hair would just be like
for no reason. And then so it starts with like, they find out this boy's a genius from the school that he goes to, and they want to do a test, but then the grandma kind of seeps in, and then he's proven himself, but then she takes him out, and then basically it's this whole thing where this is where it starts to get crazy. Her son got hit in the head, jump in anybody, and then aliens came down, helped him heal his brain.
This is true.
And then he then becomes a genius, grows up to be a genius, meets a man, he meets his wife, meets a man, and then he's like, hey, you're really smart. You're going to help me, with my dream. He finds out he's corrupt, and then basically, spoilers, he doesn't kill, what's the guy, his name is Rahit?
His dad,
His dad, he doesn't kill him, he keeps him alive, but his mother dies from shock after giving birth to Krishna, who then grows up and becomes not only super smart, super fast, super human.
Bollywood Superman.
Everything.
And then basically he meets his Lois Lane, who's Priya.
Yes.
She's like on a camping trip, and he saves her while she's falling from her parachute.
Right. There's a lot of just falling for no reason, but it's just okay, and at the same time, and he's just always there to pick her up.
Yeah. She eventually just convinces him to leave his small town, come to the city, so she can kind of exploit him in a way to be on television.
But he really likes her.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. He saves some people at a what was it, a circus, basically.
Let's not just glaze over that, because we got to talk about how they get to the circus.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
They get to the circus because they try to show off his powers. Doesn't go well. But he's like, hey, I'm in the park. I meet this guy who's just randomly doing kung fu moves for his
Yes.
sister that's sick to raise money, but then he messes up. Everybody disperses. Then Krrish does the moves,
Yeah.
gets the money back. They become friends, and his name is Christian.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, you should just come to the circus. All right, cool. He brings his girlfriend, Priya.
Yeah.
They go into a dance.
There was a lot of that
Yeah,
too.
Musical
so-
dance number.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch a Bollywood movie, you have to be in it for the long haul. A and B, you have to be into random dance moves.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
in the middle of a conversation, the music might start swelling. We stop everything that we stop
Yes.
hold the presses, and we just start dancing. Like that should be how we solve our problems in real life.
Right?
Just
Oh.
let's just stop arguing, stop this conversation, and just dance about it.
Well, in this movie, at that moment,
That's what
after the dance, somebody set something on fire, which then leads to the circus burning everything up. Then he can't show his powers because his grandma, he promised his grandma he wouldn't. So then he finds a mask, goes in, saves the kids. Krrish is born. He's a superhero.
Yeah.
And nobody puts it together. Krrish is Krishna.
Yeah. Worst name ever. Well, I guess Superman, his, thing is just to put some glasses on. So that's
right. And he's
not any
calling
better.
he's calling himself Clark Kent. He's not like, super bro.
Yeah.
No, I can't be Superman. I'm super bro. Like, my name is super bro, obviously. But like Krishna is like, okay, Krrish, cool.
Yeah.
They'll never know.
Yeah,
Krrish, 'cause
no
it's
one
different.
can
There's
figure that out.
there's no Krishna. It's just Krrish.
Yeah, no one's put it together. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The security guard of the bad
Yeah.
guy pieces it together that Krishna is Krrish and that he's the son of the guy that invented
Hrithik.
the supercomputer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you thought they played it out so you think that guy was going to be a bad guy the whole movie, but it turns out he was actually a good guy. And
Yeah,
he-
I mean, so they have a little bit of twists and turns.
Yeah. So that was cool. He catches up with the villain and he takes him out, for destroying his family, locking up his dad all those years, and just for being an all-around evil dude, creating a supercomputer to see the future for his own greed. So that's kind of like the basic rundown. I think this is one of those things where people just have to see it if you want to see it.
It's nothing basic about it because there's so many things. Because I was just like, it has romance, comedy,
It's so
dancing,
It's so extra.
superheroes, and aliens.
Yeah. What's everyone gonna rate it? We do a scale of 1 to 5. So why don't you go first, Katrina? What do you think? What you rate it, and do you recommend it?
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 for ridiculousness. I'm going to give it a 1 for plot, but who cares? It's Krrish.
Okay.
It's just like you have to be in it for the ride. I would say just like sit down and relax, drink a beer, and just enjoy the wild ride. None of it's gonna make sense, but it's all right. And afterwards, you're gonna have some interesting stories to tell about, what you saw in this Bollywood movie with dancing and aliens and unusually hot grandmas.
Yes. Yes, very true. Everything is there for a summer blockbuster.
It's
Yes.
got something for everyone, and you should see it.
Oh boy. Does it have something for everybody?
Yeah. I wanted to love it.
It's just crazy. It's ridiculous.
I guess the length was a little off-putting, or just force-feeding some stuff. I'll say for me, it's a 4
Yes.
out of 5. For a 2006 movie, the CGI wasn't actually that bad. There were some
No.
spots here and there where it was a little like,
All
that's...
things considered.
The wire work, there was definitely wire work where he was floating around. Some of that
And
was...
then you could see it.
Yeah. But, yeah, so overall, I liked it for the most part. So 4 out of 5. It's just 3 hour... It was like...
Right.
The first act was almost an hour. What
Yeah.
I mean?
It was an hour.
There's a lot of it that's joking aside. Yeah, it's worth like kind of skipping some of the parts, but
Yeah.
But a lot of and I think this is why too, a lot of the videos on YouTube that just take like certain like the silliest clips,
Yeah.
they have, just to put in perspective, this has been probably viewed by like almost 1 billion people or something like
Right.
that. Like there's the amount of views just for recap videos, it's like, you know, maybe
Yeah.
this will be seen by 1 million people. Thanks, Krrish.
Well, to go off what you just said, as far as like
Ugh.
people putting up the clips,
Yeah.
I actually thought the movie was a better movie than what you would get if you just saw the clips.
Yeah.
If you just saw the clips, you would think it's like, this is some ridiculous piece of garbage. But actually, it's
Yeah.
not a bad movie. Like, it's well done,
Yeah.
especially for its time. What'd you think, Lamar?
I have to agree with you. 4 out of 5. Just out of the length got me. I was just like, oh God.
Yeah.
We were in the woods for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think,
literally.
yes. And thinking like as an editor, I'm like, you could cut this together to explain everything to move on. But the craziness, I mean, the when they went straight into going to the circus to a dance number to then it being a fire to then saving kids, I was like, you got to watch this. If you got some time on the weekend, 3 hours to kill, definitely watch this one. And we probably are going to look at the second one and see how much more crazy they're going to get.
Yeah. Do you want to see Krrish 2? Tell us in the comments.
Yeah, boy.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
And those dance numbers weren't short either. They were decent
They
length.
took the Bollywood dances that they were doing, like the random dance scenes, is actually very difficult choreography. I have a background in dance. I went to a dance school for almost 10 years. So that part was, from that perspective, I'm like, okay, like they put a lot into this movie. They had a big crew. This was like their big blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
I think it was like 5.6 million for their budget, which is big for them.
Yes.
So yeah, and I feel like the dance numbers almost can be like their own music videos, especially the one where they were like meeting up after. Like I think like he gets attacked because they were trying to prove he was Krrish or not. I was like, this could be a music video. They have choreography. They change clothes like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, this could be a music video. So
yeah. Yeah.
That pretty much sums it up. Everyone should go see it. We've determined it's pretty good. So thanks for Katrina, CosMarketing, Geekunique.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So
this was fun. I'm glad we did it. And I'm down for Krrish too. If the fans out there want to see it, I'm down to see where this goes.
I can only imagine what they do in the next one.
Well, Perfect Turd Podcast, episode 22. Peace.
Deuces.